I'm so excited for today's message because we're going to talk about how to dimension jump. So what do I mean by dimension jump? That means take your life from one level to the next level. Propel yourself into the next dimension. And I'm not talking about some like airbender matrix such and such thing. No, I'm talking about how to take your love life to the next level, right? Or how to add another couple zeros onto the end of your bank account as soon as possible, right? Do things in record time. Collapse time is what we're talking about today. How to dimension jump. And the way that you do that is to check your network. With that, Sensei Victoria Whitfield here from strategicmeditation.com, your source for channeled holistic stress management techniques, guidance, inspiration, innovation for supporting impact-driven entrepreneurs like you and getting and staying grounded and clear in mind, body, and business. It is my honor to get to walk with you on the path of increasing your energy so that you can increase your income and impact. Let's go. Oh my gosh. So here's the thing. You have dreams, you have goals, desires, and visions. Yes or yes. Type yes if that's true. You have challenges, you have circumstances, you have bills, right? You have responsibilities that exist right now. Yes or yes. And then you also have people around you. People in the internet, people in your house, people in your town, people in your community, your state, your country, people in your friends group, people in your networks. Yes or yes. Type it, type it. So all of these things, when used and applied in a certain way, give you the ability to create results and exactly what you want in record time. If you check your network, you can have whatever you want. Type that in the comments. You can have whatever you want. I can have whatever I want. I can have whatever I want? Yeah, no, really. Really? But I'm telling you the secret. The secret is to check your network, right? So think of this. Think of this. So all month long, we've been talking about relating how we interact with machines and devices to how we interact with ourselves. And today we're going to take that and now apply that to how we interact with each other. And so to extend that metaphor, right, and of course, in a little bit, we're going to turn to history, science, and spirit to back this up. To extend that metaphor, I want you to envision with me your cell phone. You're using it. And you're on the phone talking to somebody, perhaps you're walking, right? Walking, and all of a sudden, I can't really hear you. Your signal's kind of cutting out, right? Your voice is, their voice is getting really scratchy or in and out. And then as you're walking, boom, the call drops. No signal. Crap, right? So now you can't call them back because you're in a dead zone. You don't have access because of the network signal being lost. This is very important. So the next person with you, maybe you have Verizon and they have like a T-Mobile and they're still talking on the phone, blah, 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 as they're walking in the same place that you are, but their network has them connected in this area, in this neck of the woods, whereas your network dropped you. Check your network. This is not an advertisement for which cell network. What I'm trying to say is that this example is similar to our network of friends, family, colleagues, and contacts, right? So perhaps you're running, stick with me. I felt some light bulbs just go ding in the energy, but stick with me. As you're going about your day, talking about your vision, dream, goals. This is how much sales I want to close this month, right? This is the type of legendary love and relationship that I'm looking for. Like, this is exactly what I want to share with a partner, right? Or this is the type of physique and body that I want, right? As you say that to the people around you, what do they say? What do they do? Better yet, what do you think they'll say? What do you think? What do you expect they're gonna do? This is crucial because your network is your net worth. Your network is everything. If you cast that net and try to reel in the hall of your vision and dreams, and that net says, nah, you don't want to look like that. You don't want to have strong muscles. You're a girl, right? Nah. You don't want to have that kind of relationship. You don't want to not have kids. Like, you have to have kids in order to be valid. Nah. You want to make 20 grand this week? You can't do that. Nobody does that. Nobody does that. If you have a network around you of friends, family, colleagues, and contacts, that when you cast that, like, your dreams out and try to reel it in with the support of your network, and they're like, nah, like the net's gonna break. You won't have the strength to bring in what you desire. But I'm coming against that right now to let you know that you can have whatever you want. But today in particular, just for today, kyo dakeba, as we say in Reiki, kyo dakeba, just for today, your net is the thing that you need to check. Check your network connection. Because as you cast your dreams out, whoo, the call drops. Meanwhile, the person right next to you, who is no different than you, 10 fingers, 10 toes, 2 eyeballs, 2 nostrils, 2 ears, just like you, sets that same net out, right? Casts those dreams and desires, tells it to their friends, is like, 20 grand in a week, right? Why not 80? Let's go. You can do that. That's easy. Oh, you don't want kids? Oh my gosh. There's so many people who are looking for that. Like, in fact, I know somebody, right? Or I know where you should go, especially. That's totally, like, that's not a lot to ask. Or, oh, you want to be strong even though you're female? That's fucking hot. Let's go, right? If you have a network, a net around you that is supportive of what your desires are, you as that other person cast out, you keep getting what you want, getting what you want, getting what you want. So this is strangely easy. It just keeps coming. You collapse time, right? Let's say the dream was to make $20,000 this week, right? Maybe that was the dream. Okay. So having that dream, how long it could take you, it might take longer than a week. If you have a network that is not about that, maybe they make that a quarter or a year. So you making that in a week or a day is like not cute, threatening even in a network like that. It'll take you much longer, right? Whereas if you get around people where that's like nothing or exciting, beyond normal, but like worthy of, yay, way to go. Let's do it again and faster. The speed with which you'll achieve it will happen very quickly because of their appreciation, because of their energy. A rising tide lifts all boats, right? As they say. How you feel matters. And in order for you to stay on track, right, to get to the destination of manifesting your goals, visions, and dreams, you need to check your network. Check your network connections. Who are the people who are around you and feeding thoughts into your mind? Modeling behaviors of how to be. Who are you modeling yourself as? Who are you turning into? Are you turning into your mother, your father? Are you turning into your best friend? Are you turning into your mentor, your idol, your teacher? Who do you notice that you are modeling? Check your network. Now let's turn to history, science, and the guides for more on this. With this, we're not going to science yet. History, page 123 in Think and Grow Rich. This is this copy of it, the chapter on specialized knowledge. Here we go. Specialized knowledge plus imagination were the ingredients that went into this unique and successful business. Last year, the owner of that business paid an income tax of almost 10 times as much as was paid by the merchant for whom he worked when he lost his job. The beginning of this successful business was an idea. Inasmuch as I had the privilege of supplying the unemployed salesman with that idea, Napoleon Hill is speaking, I now assume the further privilege of suggesting another idea, which has within it the possibility of even greater income. The idea was suggested by the salesman who gave up selling and went into the business of keeping books on a wholesale basis. When the plan was suggested as a solution to his unemployment problem, he quickly exclaimed, "I like the idea, but I would not know how to turn it into cash." In other words, he complained he would not know how to market his bookkeeping knowledge after he acquired it. So that brought up another problem that had to be solved. With the aid of a young woman typist who could put the story together, a very attractive book was prepared describing the advantages of the new system of bookkeeping he made. The pages were neatly typed and pasted in an ordinary scrapbook, which was used as a silent salesman with which the story of his new business was so effectively told that its owner soon had more accounts than he could handle. When the plan book had been completed, it contained 50 pages of beautifully typed, properly organized information. And, oh my gosh, wait, I'm jumping forward here. It also contained a complete description of the position desired, together with a marvelous word picture of the exact plan he would use in filling the position. So here's the thing. Relating this back to checking your network, the guy who was trying to sell his services didn't know how to do it on his own. Luckily, there were two other people involved. One, the amazing Napoleon Hill, who was dropping ideas of abundance into his mind. We need someone to drop ideas of abundance. We need a visionary to drop ideas of abundance into our minds so that we know how to find the abundance track, set our wheels on it and go full force. We need that visionary. One. Two, he had an integrator, right? An implementer type. The typist lady. So I don't know how to market my stuff. Telling the visionary that. The visionary says, oh, here's what you do. Tell a story and then get someone to type it up for you. Woo! Push him on the track. And so, beautifully, he went in alignment with the track. It gave him his story, himself, his energy to the typist lady. And she was his hands and arms to express the vision and create it into a beautiful book that was clearly communicating the value of his bookkeeping system. And he ended up getting more clients than he could possibly manage on his own, because he received the support of a supportive network, of a network aligned with his abundance. The visionary dropping ideas of abundance, not dropping ideas of lack, because there are also lack visionaries, right? Who say, oh, you don't know how? Well, then, maybe it's not for you. Or, yeah, that's hard. Yeah, I don't know how either. You got to figure that out. You should go back to school. That's not an idea of abundance. He didn't go back to school. He just had to tell his story. What? I don't know. Wait, what? I don't have to go back to school. I don't have to get another certification. I don't have to learn more in order to get more clients than I could ever need. This was written back in the 1930s, baby. No, you don't, right? You just need to tell your story. And okay, I don't know how to tell that story. An idea of lack would be yeah, no, you should probably learn how to do that. Oh, you should probably type it into ChatGPT. ChatGPT is not going to help you finalize and put it together. It's more of an advisor and a reflection of you. He told it to a human being who could help express it to other human beings in a way that human beings respond to, in a beautiful portfolio, right? Bringing together the team. Your network is your net worth. He checked his network. He used it. All right. What does science have to say about this, though? We've got from an article from 2023 from the Scientific American. Brain waves synchronize when people interact. Let's go. Neuroscientists usually investigate one brain at a time. They observe how neurons fire as a person reads certain words, for example, or plays a video game. As social animals, however, those same scientists do much of their work together, brainstorming hypotheses, puzzling over problems, and fine-tuning experimental designs. Increasingly, researchers are bringing that reality into how they study brains. Imagine that. Collective neuroscience, as some practitioners call it, is a rapidly growing field of research. An early consistent finding is that when people converse or share an experience, their brain waves synchronize. Neurons in corresponding locations of different brains fire at the same time, creating matching patterns like dancers moving together. Auditory and visual areas respond to shape, sound, and movement in similar ways, whereas higher order brain areas seem to behave similarly during more challenging tasks, such as making meaning out of something seen or heard. The experience of being on the same wavelength as another person is real, and it is visible in the activity of the brain. Such work is beginning to reveal new levels of richness and complexity in sociability. In classrooms where students are engaged with the teacher, for example, their patterns of brain processing begin to align with the teachers. And greater alignment may mean better learning. Neural waves in certain brain regions of people listening to a musical performance match those of the performer. The greater the synchrony, the greater the enjoyment of the music. Couples exhibit higher degrees of brain synchrony than non-romantic pairs, as do close friends compared with more distant acquaintances. But how does synchrony happen? Much about the phenomenon remains mysterious. Even scientists occasionally use the word magic when talking about it. One straightforward explanation could be that coherence between brains is a result of shared experience or simply a sign that we are hearing or seeing the same thing as someone else. Only by looking into brains of all individuals involved in an interaction, says neuroscientist Weisse Hong of the University of California, Los Angeles, can we start to fully understand what's going on. The research team would pore over voluminous data generated, hoping to see the ways two brains together change as they interact and might even make something new. Quote, when we're talking to each other, we kind of create a single Überbrain that isn't reducible to the sum of its parts. Like oxygen and hydrogen combined to make water, it creates something special that isn't reducible to oxygen and hydrogen independently. Relating this back to check your network. This is so important. The reason why you need to check the network, the net, the group, the community that you are allowing to, the people that you are allowing to influence you, is because literally it is rewiring your brain. Who you hang out with, your brain will start to fire like theirs, and vice versa, right? There is a Überbrain in the community, our community on Skool right here at the mansion. We call that the communal mind. There is another mind that shows up when we all come together in harmony and agreement. There is wisdom that starts to come online in ways that no one independently could have figured out. But there's another mind that starts thinking. I like to think of it as like a force of nature or the universe or the Holy Spirit stepping in and giving wisdom. But all right, what do the cards have to say? Page of water. Page of water. Intuitive, sensitive, artistic, friendly, a new person enters your life. A relationship begins a new phase. Heightened psychic abilities. So here's the thing. Water has to do with emotions. Page is like the freshman, the new kid on the block. So get curious about the people around you. Be open to new opportunities. Get curious. Get inquisitive. Start questioning, but also examining, appreciating, looking with fresh eyes, praising as well as noticing, maybe even editing the people around you. And this is a feeling, right? It's water and it's right side up. You already know this. You know that you need to be vigilant and present to the people around you, and that it's time for you to renew your commitment to looking at your relationship with fresh eyes. We have the action step of the day that's going to help you in doing that. Of course, it's a Skool app meditation. Click the link in the description if you haven't yet joined Us On Skool, or if you just want to hop right over there. Most of my viewers I know have it downloaded on your phone. By the way, are you on Skool? And if you have it on your phone, say, I have it on my phone. Type that in the comments. Some also use it on their desktop. So if you're a desktop user, type I have it on my desktop. I'm curious. So when you log into the Skool app, the meditation, the strategic meditation of the day is, you're going to type in the search bar, Ocean of Healing Angels. Ocean of Healing Angels meditation. And that's going to be a 20-minute meditation. And when you do that, you're going to immerse yourself in highest vibrational relationship. And that, of course, is with the angels. We're going to send angel healing energy to up-leveling, restoring, and healing your relationships, healing your network, raising the vibration of that so that you can get more of the highest good for you and all involved. And so it is. Now, you may be coming to the end of this week's message and thinking to yourself, okay, Victoria, this is great. I'm not on school yet, but I have a ton of questions. I don't know who to talk to about my network or what's possible if I have the right people around me. I don't know what kind of a group or network to join. Go ahead, if that's you, hop on my calendar. Not only do I have a great community myself, but I'm also a member of a ton of really freaking awesome communities that are not just local here to New Jersey, but are also nationwide and global. And I would love to share any resources with you if it's aligned, or show you how we can continue together if that's resonant for you. So go ahead, click the link to hop on my calendar. It's in the description of this video or in this email, wherever you're looking at it. Make sure that you hit the share button to someone who needs to hear this. If you made it to the end of the video, if you made it here, thank you for being present and for all of your support. And I would really appreciate it if you were able to share this with someone, or even on your social media platform. If you watched the whole video, like if you did, that means you got some value on it. And I would really appreciate your help getting this message to more people. I'm looking to connect and grow my network. And why don't we just bring our networks together? Network babies. With that, I'm sending you so much love. Mwah. Sensei Victoria Whitfield from strategicmeditation.com, streaming here from the mansion in New Jersey. Remember, you do not have to lose your glow as you grow in life and business. I'll see you next time. Bye for now.